Countdown is sponsored by 7 Seas, 1 a day, pure cod liver oil.
Hi, welcome to you all. It's midweek on Countdown, yet another day closer to the millennium. Have you got any invitations for the night yet, Carol?
Oh, yes, darling. I've just been invited. No.
No. I haven't at all. You know, I'm saying I'm staying in, but if an invitation came along, I probably wouldn't go out.
You would go anywhere. You'd
Yes.
go to the opening of an envelope.
Yes, all right, I would. No, but listen, but you see, on the millennium, we won't go on about it too much, but here's our name's in the Times. There's a letter in the Times which refers to us. It's from Mr. Ralph Hardy. It's about the millennium. He says this: Sir, may I propose a millennium marker that will cost next to nothing and modestly advance the claims of English to be the world language from the next millennium? From January the 1st in the year 2000, let us stop putting the letter U after every Q. It is silly. The change will help Scrabble players and certainly enhance Countdown.
Yes.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I think
Our
that's...
little way.
Do you still have to say queen? You'd say keen.
Kite. It's kite nice.
That's kite nice.
Anyway, it's very nice we've got a mention in the Times newspaper. That's terrific. So thank you, Mr. Ralph Hardy of Wokingham. Now, the life and times of Countdown go on apace, of course, and, well, the situation is that we've got a long-running champion, a young man, and, of course, a brand-new challenger. So let us meet our champion, who is Gary Woodward, and challenger Edward Mundell. Well, it's 6 wins for Gary, and it was a tough game yesterday, and actually it was his lowest score, wasn't it, Gary? 48, eh?
They don't get any easier, I think.
No, it certainly doesn't get any easier, no.
I'm learning the hard way.
Yeah, that's right. And I've often said it's a young man's game, is Countdown, and he's certainly proving it, actually, I must say, but very good scores, mainly in the 60s. So he's a student at Salford University, so Salford can be proud of their new student there. Now, Edward Mundell comes to us from Southsea in Hampshire. He's a lab technician. He's married with 2 grown-up sons, enjoys photography and DIY. He says his favourite place is the New Forest, and he likes nothing better than to watch the whole of Wimbledon tennis fortnight. So he's hoping to serve up a volley of winners and then celebrate with a few mixed doubles in the bar after the show. So good luck to Edward Mundell. Now, yesterday our G of the D came up with the 7-letter word predial, P-R-E-D-I-L, predial, which relates to agriculture. Well, I'm glad to say they're agrarian to go again. Meet our combined arbiters, Geoffrey, Durham and Suzie, Dent.
I don't get combined
arbiters.
Combined harvesters.
Combined harvesters. Combined arbiters.
Excellent.
He's very clever, isn't he? I never thought it's very
Talk
well.
about me behind my back. Even in front of my face. He's very clever, isn't he? Yes. Does he take sugar? Oh dear. Right. Well, whoever he is, we'll come to you later.
Thank you.
Mind you, the real stars of the show are here now, Gary and Edward. So, Gary, you start, please.
Start with a consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Gary. B.
And a vowel.
E.
And the second vowel.
I.
A consonant.
M.
And another.
P.
And a third.
C.
Another consonant.
Another consonant, sorry, Gary. S.
A vowel, please.
A.
And the consonant to finish.
And J.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Here we go. Well, Gary.
6.
6. Edward.
5.
5. Gary. Edward's 5.
Paces.
Yes, paces for 5. Gary.
Scampi.
Scampi. Now, actually, I have to say, a little behind the station, we had scampi for our countdown lunch today because they do feed us quite well. And I said to Carol, what is scampi? Is it? I mean, I know what it is. Is it fish? Is it fish called scampi?
Norwegian lobsters, or Norway lobsters, and a dish of these fried is scampi.
Right. Edward, your turn, please.
Consonant, please, Carol.
C.
And again, please.
N.
And again.
X.
And again.
And N.
And the vowel, please.
E.
Vowel, please.
U.
Vowel.
A.
Another vowel.
I.
And a consonant, please.
And that is D.
Thank you. Here we go on Edward's letters. Right, Edward.
6.
6. Gary.
And 6.
Good. Edward 6.
Canine.
Canine. Yes, canine. Good. Gary.
Canned.
Canned. Like canine. It's good.
Very good.
Well, we do learn something new every day, because did you know that nuance could be a verb? And therefore, if you put D on the end, it would be nuanced.
For 7.
For 7. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay. If it is a verb, what do you do when you nuance?
What do you do?
You give a nuance to something.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's from the French nuer, to shade, it says here.
That's right.
Yes.
Ah, well.
So,
Not direct to nuage, which is cloud, isn't it?
I think it is,
which
yes.
Produce shade, I suppose. Yes.
Oh,
So it
of
all
course.
fits in. It's
It
all
does,
part
yes.
of. Yes, you can see how it all fits together. can't you?
Yes, wonderful.
Okay, well, that was interesting. Verb, that, nuanced. Okay, well, 12 and 6 there, so both get points. Gary, letters, please.
Start with a vowel, please, Carol.
Thank you, Gary. E.
And another.
And another.
Yes, please.
O.
And a consonant.
B.
And another one.
R.
And a third.
T.
And a fourth, please.
G.
Another vowel.
I.
A consonant.
R.
And a vowel, please.
And a vowel. Thank you, Gary. And A.
Thank you, Gary. Here we go. Well, yes, Gary.
Try 7.
You're trying a 7, Edward.
7 as well.
A pregnant pause there. What's your 7, Edward?
Arbiter.
Oh, an arbiter. Yeah, arbiter. That's what we have over there, an arbiter. Gary?
I'm trying bigoter.
A bigoter.
We'll look it up. I think it would normally be bigot. Bigot, obviously. No, not there. Just a bigot, as I thought. Bad luck, Gary.
Yes.
If you went into orbit, you'd be an orbiter. And there's also this lovely word, rarebit, as in Welsh rabbit.
Yeah.
Do you say rarebit or rabbit? I don't know.
Rarebit. I think
Yeah.
it became
Anyway.
naturalised as rabbit, but it should be rarebit, I think. Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's there as well.
12 and 13 the score. Edward, then it is, for numbers.
Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2, please, Carol.
Okay, thank you. Let's see what we have. 4 and 5, 7 and 2, 3 and 75 from the top row. And the target is 225.
No, she's sweet when she laughs, isn't she? 225. it's 225. We'll go through the motions, Edward.
225.
Gary.
225.
Okay, Edward.
75 times 3.
Is
Gary?
the right answer.
And the same.
Can I just ask a question? If in Norway their lobsters are the size of scampi, how big are their shrimps?
That's a good question.
It is a good question on which to ponder.
We will ponder. We'll ponder. But not for long, because we'd rather hear from Geoffrey.
Now, I'm unusual for a magician in that I really don't like card tricks. I can't stand people, you know, thrusting packs of cards at me and saying, take a card, go on, take a card. I just can't bear it. There's a line in a Somerset Maugham short story which from memory goes, he asked me if I liked card tricks. I said no. He did 5. And that's rather how I feel about people who do card tricks. But I do like cards when they're just used as objects, when the values of the cards don't matter. And I'm going to show you a little trick now where the cards are just used as objects. What I've done is I've cut the centres out of 3 playing cards. Have a look at that, Suzie, and you'll see that that's all I've cut. I mean, there's no gaps in them or anything like that. They're just the centre. They're sort of open plan playing cards.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with that?
I would,
yes.
indeed.
And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to hold those 2 playing cards sort of there by the corners, and I'm going to slot this one, just slide it in between the 2 like that. Now, this is the bit where you have to watch very, very carefully, because I'm going to blow. Watch very, very carefully. 1, 2, 3. Now look. Now look. Now, I'm going to ask you, would you just get hold of that, Suzie, and make sure that's linked? Just sort of give it a pull from underneath, you know, that's
Okay.
it. Yeah?
Yeah.
They're linked, aren't they? Now, I'm going to
Absolutely.
blow in a moment. I'm going to blow. Get hold again. I'm going to blow. 1, 2, 3.
Amazing.
Now, examine them all. They really are just, aren't they? They're
no
just
cuts
bits of
at all.
card, aren't they? Just card rings.
And that's it.
Thank you. That's a little miracle.
Brilliant.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. I'm so amazed, actually. I just better go to the break. I'm sure, like you, we're amazed by that. So we'll go to the break and we'll return for more in part 2. Thank you.
Now you can add some more colour to your life. Introducing new printed Bounty. Kitchen rolls that are so colourful, so attractive and so much fun. They're also super absorbent and really strong when wet. They don't just pick up your messes, they also pick up your spirits. Structure that holds. New printed Bounty.
Bounty, the strongest soaker up. Bounty.
Available in vivid fantasy prints and decorative designer prints.
Hello, Calagas Central Heating. Joe speaking. How may I help you? Yep, we're specialists in supplying gas off the mains. In fact, we can design, supply, install and service your central heating system. And we're currently offering a great buy now, pay later deal.
We'll be there to warm and comfort you.
Put off the payments for off the main central heating. Call 0800 886 881.